Just wanted to show a little bit of the cemetery. I filmed a couple of historically well-known grave sites that were here for Bernie Little, well-known with hydroponic racing, and then James Henry Mills, a Medal of Honor recipient. They'll be in separate videos. I'm not going to put them, probably won't put them with this one. But I wanted to show a little bit. I think, if I remember correctly, this is Oak Hill Burial Park. I'll double check the name. I'm horrible at remembering names sometimes. I don't remember the exact year that this cemetery was founded. I think it was, I would have to say either sometime in the 1920s or the 1930s. There's some pretty impressive crypts and headstones here. I've seen one that was like, it had a pedestal and a rock that was on its corner. Another tombstone that was a big thick piece of glass. There's some different above ground crypts. Here, this says Laurel Hill Cemetery. So I think this is, as it said, a burial park, but it's made up of more than one cemetery, because I also seen by the closer to the entrance of the burial park, there's a Jewish cemetery there, and it has a different name for that cemetery too. This is fairly large. At the moment I'm on the far left of the cemetery, but it goes all the way over there, and then it goes way over there. I keep going. I'm not going to show all of it, but mainly because it'll take quite a while. But as you see, there's some of it, and there's a road down there. I'm not sure where that goes. That is part of it too. That might be another exit or entrance, but we don't need to go down there. I guess this is the largest burial park that's in perpetual care, that I think is still being fully taken care of. They have an office here, and I did see some workers from Lakeland earlier taking care of the place, so that's good. And I believe they're still accepting more graves. There's definitely a lot of room, and there's like woods or fields next to this, so they could expand if they wanted to buy the property. But if you look, it goes way over here. We're now heading towards the back a little bit. So since it was founded in either the 20s and 30s, I'm assuming that's about the cutoff date for the oldest graves. I could be wrong, because like I said, this is made up, it looks like, of more than one cemetery. So some of those cemeteries could have been from before. And there's some really interesting looking headstones, like that one you see with wings on it. Actually, might be for a police officer, I'm not sure. I've seen a few tombstones that was shaped like motorcycles. Definitely very different compared to what you usually see. If you look at the Jewish section, you'll notice that a lot of the tombstones will have rocks on it, and I'm not sure exactly the significance of it, but I do know that's supposed to be part of the Jewish burial ceremony. If you ever look on, say, a good example of this, if you want to check, is let me show you this quickly. So they are having new graves done here. But if you ever watch Schindler's List at the end, when they actually show the actual Jews that was involved with that story and their descendants, you show them adding a rock to Oskar Schindler's grave. And I'm not exactly sure the significance of it, but it is I thought it was interesting. I thought I would mention it. I've seen 3 or 4 cars around here for different people here who are paying their respects to loved ones and friends. But this is, like I said, quite a good-sized burial park. Like I said, there you see there's a field there, so I'm assuming if they wanted to, maybe they would buy that land and possibly expand it. I've seen several tombstones that are shaped like a bench if you wanted to sit on, I guess. I guess that's why they have it that way. We're here at the back, and they have it into streets: St. Scrub Lane and Rose Lane. We're now at the far back. I don't even think you could even see the highway from here. I don't know if I'll come here and film more. I mean, I gotta try to get the light out. It'll bleach a lot of it out. But like I said, this place is pretty big. It goes way over there. That's the would be the right side if you're facing from the road. A lot of different kind of headstones here. Much bigger variety than at least I've seen in most cemeteries. If we see one of those motorcycle-shaped tombstones, I'll make sure I point out, or that glass one. I think the glass one was more way over to the left, so I don't know if we'll see that today. Not sure how long this battery is gonna keep up. It's already flashing red. Sometimes it's hard to find more information about an actual cemetery. But like I said, that this is made up of more than one, I believe. That's why they basically call it a burial park. This is made up of more than one cemetery. It doesn't have cemetery in the name because of that, I believe. That's what I think. Anyways, we'll probably start heading up in front soon. Way down there is the entrance and exit. You probably just see some of the traffic. I'll show you in front. One good site to go to is findagrave.com. That won't have everyone that's buried here, but it does have a lot of people listed. That's actually how I found out about this park, because I don't think I've ever been down in this part of Lakeland. I've been to Lakeland before, but I had no reason why to go down this road. So this cemetery is, if it was done in the 20s, we're probably talking about 90 to 75 years old, I would estimate. And it's good it's still being taken care of. If we make it up to the front, I could show you that Jewish section. So you can see the rocks I was talking about. Now over there is where James Henry Mills is buried. And I'll have that video up, and the video of Bernie Little too. But he's buried right over there, the taller one, has the American flag in the back. Here's the entrance. I think they're the only two that's more historically significant beyond this area. There may be some locally historical people. You okay with that? Mm-hmm. Here's that one I was telling you about. That's shaped like a cube, and it's on its corner. That was pretty interesting. Go down that way. Yeah, a lot of neat shaped ones. And there's the entrance. That's what it looks like. Yeah, go there and go that way. I want to show you where the Jewish section. No, that way. This is the middle. See right there. See the rocks on top of the tombstones. I'll show you one. Hopefully you can see it good enough. I'll zoom in on it. Where is it? Oh, there's some right there. And then I don't remember what that particular part of it is called, that cemetery section. It says it in front. I just want to point that out. And not all of them has the rocks on top of them, but a lot of them do. And the entrance for that one, actually just a couple of them, I'll show you right here. Well, it's not really an entrance, there's no gate or nothing. But there's an entrance from the road. As you can see, I'll get out quickly. Stop. I'll show you. It's called Temple Emmanuel Cemetery. I'm not sure when this section would have been dedicated. Then there's an entrance. I don't know how well you can be able to see it, but entrance from the road, right over there. So this burial park is made up of more than one cemetery. And there's the entrance. I'll show you a close-up of these rocks I filmed from the road. But thought it was interesting.